Hello, I'm Tapan Samaddar, the Director of Outbound Product Management for On-Prem Database Engineered Systems. Today, I wanted to share why Exadata continues to be the best platform for infrastructure modernization and database consolidation. This session, we will not dive into the technical details, but discuss about the business benefits of deploying Exadata. Let's start with one of the business challenges that businesses are facing today. They are all struggling with their data. Data volume is exploding, and there is database sprawl to support multiple functional databases. On the same lines, systems management complexity is increasing, budgets are shrinking, and yet IT is expected to do more. There is skilled shortage, resource shortage, and security is a growing threat. So businesses need a database infrastructure solution that is simple to manage, cost effective, high performance, and secure. The best way to achieve those requirements is to run Oracle database on Oracle's own purpose-built hardware infrastructure, which is Exadata. It is an engineered system with compute, storage, memory, networking, virtualization software, and management software, all built to work seamlessly together and packaged in one single box. The impact, some of them it can be illustrated by some use cases here. For example, for a specific customer, Exadata allowed thousands of databases to be consolidated into one. For another, it resulted in 10x faster OLTP performance, and even for another, it enabled over 3 petabyte of data analysis to be completed in just 5 minutes. So let's go and dive a little bit deeper into the business values that Exadata brings. We have been doing a worldwide survey of our customers to understand what are the driving factors of customers adopting and continuing to invest in Exadata. We found the causes that we found can be categorized in 4 sections, which is to increase productivity, to reduce cost, maintain reliability, and stay secure and compliant. So let's look into each one of these blocks and see how Exadata helps to meet these business requirements. Increase productivity. How does Exadata help here? With all the performance that is and the features that is provided by Exadata, it enables businesses to get the required data faster, which brings in more productivity because they can do more tasks completed faster over time. Also, there is an IT productivity gain because IT staff needs less time to manage and then they can be deployed elsewhere. Finally, having fewer database-related failures means less interruption in business operations. Some live cases, let's say Banco Original, they could now process over 46,000 files per hour compared to 6,000 files they could do before migration to Exadata. Or for Harvey, they actually handled over 3 to 10x more orders per day without any new IT expansion. Also, let's take the case of EDF, who essentially helped, who reduced their nightly batch duration of the claims processing by half, and telesales response time went up by 30%. Next, let's look at the other part, which is reduce cost. How does Exadata help here? To understand that, let's look into first a traditional approach, which is we call it build your own. The traditional approach has been to build a machine handling database application using different building blocks. Customers have many choices to build here for let's storage layer, networking, compute, virtualization. Yes, customers have many choice, but that brings in a trade-off, which is more complexity. And as we go through this presentation, we will look into some of those complexity in some more details. But in short, to address this complexity, Exadata has this pre-integrated, pre-optimized software and hardware built together that provides a lower TCO, faster time to value, and at a lower risk to the customer. On that topic, here is a specific IDC use case where they compared the cost of a build your own system versus Exadata. Based on their thorough calculations, Exadata resulted in 50% less 5-year TCO compared to build your own. Certainly, the math may not be similar in every case, but it does illustrate the advantage of using Exadata. Some live examples. NTT Docomo, they reduced the installation cost by 25%, reduced maintenance and operational costs by 50%, and the total number of facilities was reduced from 350 to 30. An impressive feat enabled by Exadata. Next, let's look into the other business benefit, which is to maintain reliability. Downtime, especially unplanned downtimes, are a key measure of IT performance. In fact, IDC reports that on average, 69 hours per year of unplanned downtime across IT infrastructure systems was created because of human errors. For servers, 70% of the downtime events reported were due to configuration errors. And these are pretty impressive amount of issues that is out there for customers who are using their build your own solutions. How does Exadata help? Exadata incorporates many relevant features like continuous failure monitoring and sub-second failover, including the features of maximum availability architecture to provide the highest reliability and availability out there in the market. IDC provides us a 5.9 in terms of the availability, which is the highest availability rating out there in the world. But this example really epitomizes the topic of reliability. This is from a quote from WestJet, who says that we cannot sell tickets without Exadata. Their whole business operation is revolves around Exadata. Let's look at the final one. Stay secure and compliant. Today, there are some significant compliance initiatives ongoing around the world, such as to improve security, reduce operational risk, minimize and manage data breaches, and incorporate data protection by design by default. Some of them you are already aware of it, like HIPAA, Sarbanes-Oxley, GDPR, and which is all mentioned here, and there are a few others around the world. So how does Exadata help? Exadata provides unparalleled security built from the basic hardware level. In fact, we start building the product in a controlled Oracle controlled factory floor, and it incorporates every available feature, security feature out there for hardware and software to address most or all of the requirements, security requirements that we saw in the previous slide. In fact, the US Customs and Border Protection relies on Exadata. Every time a person crosses the US borders, Exadata is working behind the scenes for the customer and border protection to check their credentials. And this amounts to over 32 billion queries per day. 32 billion queries per day. It's all handled by Exadata by CBP, who keeps us secure. So we already saw the business benefits, the major business benefits provided by Exadata. Let's briefly look into the system's evolution um, quickly. First of all, Oracle's vision has been to make Exadata the best platform to run Oracle database, and it continues to maintain that vision. As you can see, since 2008, it is on its 11th generation today. And with every generation, we have improved the hardware performance uh, generation over generation. For in let's say in September of 2010, when we released X2, it had it could only support about 75 gigabit byte per second scan throughput rate, and today it is over 1,000 scan throughput rate, which is over 70x in terms of the performance gain. And not only that, with every generation, we have added more software features that, combined with the underlying hardware, has allowed it to maintain its lead as the best platform to run the world's best database software system. To conclude, and this is why our customers worldwide are running thousands of critical database, because of the performance gains that the customers are seeing, and all those four business benefits that we saw out there that Exadata helps to provide. Over 80% of the Fortune Global 100 companies are today running Exadata, and I know that more customers are uh, in the future are going to adopt Exadata. Thank you. And to learn more with and more details, you may reach out to me, or please reach out to your local Oracle sales representative. Thank you.